How's it going, people? For today's video, I'm going to attempt to do the impossible. I'm going to try to make it through the whole video without starving once. Normally, what I would do is what I do in real life, just ignore the hunger pains. But it's come to my attention that the little hunger noises can be annoying, so I'm going to try my best to remember to eat throughout this video. It'd be a little easier if I had like a little snack assistant. Anyways, I recently built this swimming pool, and I actually learned a couple of different ways to build swimming pools while making this one. So for today's video, I'm going to show you a couple different ways on how you can build a swimming pool in Lego Fortnite. So the first thing you're going to need is a body of water, because unfortunately you can't transport water at the moment. So if you want a swimming pool, you do have to build it on top of either a lake or the ocean or a river, but you will need to be near a body of water. Also, I should probably point out that it is possible to destroy items underwater. Let's say, for example, you make a mistake and you place down something you didn't want to. Obviously, you can't destroy it with your pickaxe, but you can use a boom barrel to destroy it. So you can either place down a floor piece above it and then place this boom barrel on that floor piece, and then all you have to do is just hit the boom barrel with your pickaxe, or you can do what I just did, swim towards it and hit it with your pickaxe, and you can destroy items underwater that way. All you need is that boom barrel from the toy section. Oh my god, what are you doing by my mansion? Oh man, am I gonna have to kill this dude? What the hell? There's the bear over here too. What the hell is going on? I should make them fight each other. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do.
Let them fight.
Round one. Fight.
See what happens. Oh, they're fighting. This is some King Kong type shit. Oh, damn. Bear was no match for the Brute. Brute won, people. So, like I said earlier, there's a couple different ways you can build your pool. There's a clean way to do it, and there's a messy way to do it. First, we're going to start off with the messy version. This is the way I taught myself to do it. It requires a lot less brain cells. But once you've found your location, you want to go ahead and make the size of your pool however big you want it to be. And once you do that, all you need to do is place down foundation pieces directly beneath it. And what we're going to do is we're going to keep building one on top of the other until we reach how deep we want our pool to be. So I don't want my pool to be this deep, so I'm just going to keep placing them one on top of the other. Okay, I think that's pretty good for the depth. Let's go ahead and jump in and test it. Keep in mind, we are going to have to put a floor piece on top of this. So I think we can go with maybe one or two more. Let's try one more. Check out the depth. Again, we're going to have the floor placed directly on. I think that's good enough right there. And this is the reason I call it the messy version, because you're going to have this stack of foundation directly underneath your pool. With the other version, there is no foundations underneath it, so it's a little bit cleaner. But from this point, all you have to do is build floor pieces, and you can choose whichever floor piece you want. All right, so once you've built the foundations to the depth that you want, you want to go ahead and place down a floor piece, and this is going to be the bottom of your pool right here, what you're going to see. And you want to line it up to the edge if possible. And from there, we're just going to fill out the entire floor of the pool. Go ahead and put one right here. And there's a few different ways you can do these floor pieces. You could go with the thinner floor pieces and add some black lines in the middle to create lanes. Actually, it doesn't look exactly lined up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add another line on the edge here, just to make sure we got everything covered. And I believe we have our entire floor built of our pool. Now from here, all we have to do is add a wall. So yeah, we're gonna place down a beachy half wall along the edge here. I think that should do it. Place one on the other side of that. And then we just fill out all of our walls. Oh, shit. I almost forgot to eat. Damn it. Oh, hopefully that wasn't too long. These videos actually take a long time to make, so I usually end up starving multiple times throughout. Alright, so we've added walls in all directions. I'm also going to add this little corner piece just to even it out. And yeah, that's how we made our pool. So next thing we need to do is increase the height of the outer edge of our pool so we can just walk in and out of it for the most part. And in order to do that, all you need to do is just place down some long thin floor pieces along to each side. And if it doesn't add up like it's supposed to, oops, like right here, there's no piece small enough to fit that. If that happens, just get rid of your last piece and then use a different one. You should be able to get it that way. So this time we're going to try that one. Now let's try the small one, and it should line up almost perfectly. Let's see. Let's try this one. There we go. Now it lines up perfectly. So if that ever happens, just use a different size piece. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and place this along the entire edge and make it just high enough so we can get in there. I think that should be high enough. So that's sort of what it looks like on that side. Now we're going to go ahead and do the remaining three sides. And once you've placed down all of your thin floor pieces, well, I guess there's a couple of other things you could do. One thing I did at my swimming pool was I added black lines. You could also place them so they're more even with your floor. But I'm just going to place these down on top of our floor for now. So that's sort of how I built my swimming pool. Well, I guess I can go ahead and point out how to build the diving board. I just grabbed this small foundation piece and let's try to line it up in the middle, about right here. And after I place down this foundation piece, I put two thin floor pieces on top of it, and I had them hanging off just a little bit off the edge. And after that, all I did was place a launch pad at the end of our diving board. And that's pretty much exactly how I made my swimming pool. But yeah, the reason I call it messy is because if we go underwater, if I can make it underwater, you see we have this large foundation piece underneath our pool. And with the other method, you don't really get this large structure underneath the water. But yeah, that's why I call this the messy version. I do want to also show you all the clean version. Alright, so just to show you the dimensions of the pool I'm using, in case you want to have it the same size, I put two of these long thin floor pieces at the end, and then I saved two spots right here, or two cubes, two units, for when we start going down this way. I can just place it down like right here and have it like that. So that's how wide our pool is. It's two thin floor pieces plus two units. You just want to place the big foundation piece outside of those two units. And the way I do it is I'll put three of these on the side and then one of these at the end. Do the same thing over here. We already have one right here, so we'll need two more of these. And this is just in case you want to build it the same way I did. And then one of these. And after this, all we need is four of these pieces on this end. They should line up correctly. There we go. And now we have the dimensions of our pool. Like I said, there's another way you could do this that's a little bit less messy. So if you just build any stair into the side of your pool, you can place a floor piece connected to that, and basically we're just gonna place our entire floor down, or as much as we can. Place one there, this one here, We can't get rid of our stairs yet because that's the only thing our floor is attached to. So we're gonna have to build the walls, then we can get rid of the stair, and then we can add our last floor piece. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the walls, and we'll just use the same ones we used last time. Before we do that, I am gonna have to finish lining this up, and I believe I also have to line up this side as well. And the reason we have to line this up is because our stairs sort of pushed our floor a little bit too far that way, but we can fix it by just adding these thin floor pieces on this side. Let's change the size of our pieces, and I think this should make it fit, right? Yep, perfect. So now we have a full square that goes along the edge. So yeah, we finished our floor. Now we just need to add the walls and connect the walls to our foundation pieces on the edge. Pretty much do the same thing we did last time. And when it comes to these walls, first thing I like to do is put this little beachy corner piece right along the edge. After that, we place down our walls connected to it. So there's 1, 2, and 3. You see we have another spot for another corner piece. Then we go back to our half walls, connect that. Go ahead and connect our wall over here. 1, 2. And then we connect our walls on this side. And I don't think we need any corner pieces on this side. And there we go, we got our full pool. Now before we can get rid of the stairs, we do need to connect our pool to the top. So I'm just gonna place down a bunch of these thin floor pieces to connect it. And now that we have it connected, I didn't finish all of them, but now that we have it connected, we should be able to destroy our stairs. Oh, I'm starving, oops. Sorry about that, people. We can destroy our stairs and add our last floor piece right here. If you built it like I did, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I built the walls on this side. We used the long thin floor piece right here. We'll go ahead and build those to the top. Then we put a second one directly next to it. And that should cover the entire pool. There we go. So we used these 2 thin pieces right here on this end. When it comes to this side, we used the long thin floor piece right here, another long thin floor piece right here, and then we just used 3 long pieces on this side. But when we go to the other side, we did have to do it different. So right here we put a long piece, long thin floor piece, another long thin floor piece, but it did leave this little edge open. So right here we had to put a long thin floor piece, another long thin floor piece, and for these last 2 pieces we used the second to longest one, which was this one, and then to finish it out we used the second to smallest one, which was this one. We put that right there. So that's how we built around the walls. And after that, all you have to do is just place down your black lines like we did earlier. Also, don't forget to place down your diving board. And yeah, that's how you build swimming pools in Lego Fortnite. Or that's how I learned to build them. I guess another thing you could do is add lights to it so the water glows at night. I'm just going to use these wall lights that we got from one of the Star Wars bundles. But that's another thing you could do. You can add lights to it. So yeah, those are a couple of different ways you can build swimming pools in Lego Fortnite. I'm not even sure if people needed help with this. If this video did help you out, be sure to drop a like. And if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Also, before I forget, I did want to give a huge shout out to everybody who's been using creator code A1. And just wanted to say thank you for your support. But yeah, that'll do it for this one. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. And thanks for watching.